eyes are glued to the ceiling again. I miss my hometown. Moved to LA with all my friends, but I'm alone. Now I miss the feeling of putting my phone down. Can't stop pushing these buttons, baby. I just wanna feel something like.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kayla if you're new here. If you're not, please subscribe and keep watching. I hope you guys enjoy this video. We are doing a Valentine's Day get ready with me. We're doing a full glam, sultry, glowy date night look. If you guys want to see how I achieve this look, just keep watching. Okay, we are gonna get right into makeup. We're gonna make this a Q&A style get ready with me. I'm gonna look up relationship questions since it is Valentine's Day. We are doing a full glam Valentine's Day glowy look. So I'm gonna start with these Say Drops Sun Glow ones. Just gonna take some on my hands, just put them on my face. So the first question is, what do you value in a relationship? Trust, loyalty, kindness, being a good human being, meeting each other halfway. I feel like those are the basics. If you guys didn't know, I am in a relationship with my boyfriend, obviously. His name is Jake. He is my best friend. I absolutely love him. He's the best ever. He's my person. So I'm so thankful that I found him. Not to sound cliche. 2 foundations that I recommend for a full glam look. This is the NARS Light Reflecting, and then this is the House Labs. This one's kind of tan. This one's a little lighter. So I think I'm gonna go with this one just for the purpose of the shade. Both of these are incredible. I'm sure you have seen this all over TikTok. House Labs honestly is very impressive. The way I apply my foundation is I just put some of it on the back of my hand. A little goes a long way, and I don't like looking cakey, although both of these foundations I feel like have very nice coverage, so you're not gonna look cakey either way. And then what I do is take the bottom of my beauty blender and what's on my hand, and then I just tap this in, get the product, and then begin applying it to the face. Let's find another question to answer. Who is your inspiration? My mom. With that being said, being in a relationship with Jake, I never thought a male counterpart would inspire me to be a better version of myself, but he absolutely does that beyond what I could have ever imagined, and that is one of my favorite things about him. I am so thankful that he challenges me, he pushes me to be a better version of myself, he supports me in my endeavors. I hit the jackpot with him, clearly. I really appreciate those qualities in him, and I could just be my authentic self, which is incredible. That's an extremely light layer of foundation I put on. That's kind of what I'm going for. Next, I'm going to use this Makeup by Mario contour stick. We're really going to be building the makeup look with the contour and concealer opposed to the foundation. I met Jake through the company that I work for. Basically, beginning of 2023 is when we really started kicking things off. Pretty much fell in love instantly, and the rest is history. Here we are. We live together now in LA. He's lived here for 5 years. I've lived here since June officially in my own place, but I spent a lot of time here last year. But I'm so thankful we have our own space now. I absolutely love where we live. I love our home. I love the environment. I love everything about it. We live with his 2 brothers, so it's a whole family affair. And in terms of like roommates, living with people, like advice on that is I'm lucky because I live with 3 boys. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm lucky because of that. I'm lucky because I live with 3 brothers. The only disconnect in the household is me, like I'm the outsider. When you bring in more than 2 dynamics, him and his brothers is one dynamic, obviously because they're brothers, and then I am the second dynamic. And I feel like if we had a 3rd dynamic, the way we live like wouldn't be as smooth or as enjoyable, because obviously living with people is like a big thing. You don't just like live with anyone, but we have an incredible situation that I'm very thankful for. Next, we're gonna go in with concealer. I'm using the Kosas. I absolutely love this concealer. It is incredible. Also, I never believed anyone when they said, when you know, you know. But trust me, when you know, you know. I'm not even kidding. I don't think you could understand that concept until you experience it, because I never believed anyone. I'm like, what do you mean when you know, you know? Like, no man is gonna match my energy. But honestly, the second you stop looking for anything, you're just in your own vibe, in your own lane, doing your own thing, is when it comes to you, and that's exactly what happened with me. If you told me a year ago I would be where I am now, I would not have believed you, but everything happens for a reason. Even me moving to LA was like such a stressor because there was like a million different moving parts and like possibilities and had to do with work, etc. But I would have never imagined that like I moved in with Jake and his brothers and live here in our own house in a fantastic environment, an amazing neighborhood. I would have never believed you if you told me that. The second you let go of the control and you just let things happen is when everything works out. Something I've been meaning to tell the vlogs. If you guys haven't watched my vlogs, please check those out. Those are my bread and butter. I love those. Although you guys seem to be loving the makeup videos, which obviously I very much appreciate, and I'm so glad. I just got approved for an Amazon storefront, and I could not be more excited about it. I am so thrilled. The second I found out, I was freaking out. I could not believe it. I was so excited. I built out a bunch of lists on there. I have it linked in my Hoobie link. Going in with the Rare Regular Beauty Blush in Happy. I am so thrilled about that because I'm an Amazon stan, and honestly, more than me, my mom is an Amazon stan. With that being said, obviously this is a Valentine's Day Get Ready With Me. I made 2 lists on there, a Valentine's Day for her and a Valentine's Day for him. Send to your boyfriend and be like, listen, get me something. No, just kidding. You really shouldn't have to tell anyone to get you anything or do anything for you. And I really stand by that. Like, I'm not going to be telling Jake, do this for me, and then he does it. It defeats the whole purpose. It's like, you need to think about doing something for me that you actually want to do for me. And then obviously, like, I will appreciate it. There's a fine line. Ask for what you need, but also don't be like, hey, get me this, and I'll be happy on Valentine's Day. You kind of want the man to take the initiative and think what would make her happy, what would put a smile on her face, and obviously let that be custom to you. With that said, 2 Amazon lists for her, for him. Check those out. There's so many cute little pics, and honestly, I might be getting myself some stuff there. Also, just in general, I'm not the biggest like gift person. I'd rather a handwritten note or a card opposed to a gift. Call me crazy, but it just shows a sentimental value in it. Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. This stuff smells so freaking good. And if you didn't notice, I have my lips already on. I was running around this morning and I love doing my lips. If I don't have any makeup on it, just throw some lip liner and some gloss. I will show you guys at the end. I'll touch it up, but it's been my favorite combo lately. Very excited about that. Comment below like what you guys do for Valentine's Day. Like, do you care about it? Do you have expectations? Are you hanging out with the girls? Like, are you and your boyfriend doing something? Are you and your husband doing something? What is up? Like, what are we doing? What's the vibe? I got strawberries today at Whole Foods, and meanwhile it is February 3rd, but we were in the Valentine's Day spirit. I got strawberries to make chocolate covered strawberries because Jake is going to be shooting all weekend. And I'm like, this is a perfect activity for me to do. I could surprise him with them. You guys will have to watch my vlog to see how I do those. I'm just taking the same beauty blender as before and just blending everything out with the under eyes being last. What else relationship wise? I really think it's important that both parties in the relationship match each other's energy. I think that's probably one of the #1 things that make or break a relationship. You can't be doing everything for the other person and not be getting anything in return. But like, you also don't want to be like tit for tat, keeping score of like, oh, they do this for me, I'm gonna do that for them. In a sense, yes, but not where it becomes like toxic. I feel like me and Jake are very good at balancing that out. He'll like take me on dates and take me out and get me dinner and just be an incredible boyfriend for me. I'll cook 5 nights a week. I'll clean. I'll do his laundry, do stuff around the house, and like even I will take him out. Like, we're very much in a flow state, but also communicating what you need is so important because men are men and they aren't going to read your mind. Now that that is all blended, we're going to go in with Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to take the contour wand and just do a little dot here and here, and then we're going to blend that out with my fave It Cosmetics brush. But yeah, I've never been in a relationship where I feel this like at ease and like happy and truly like knowing I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be with who I'm supposed to be. So I'm telling you ladies, until you feel this way, I'm sorry, the sad truth might be that he's not the one. Don't sell yourself short, like know what you deserve. I swear for so long I was just like in my own lane, like doing things for me, and then this kind of just happened and it's one of the best things ever, but I didn't force it, I didn't look for it. You have to just let go and let God, let the universe. Charlotte Tilbury cheek, little on the nose. We're going for a glowier full glam. So if you guys want more of a matte look, we could definitely work that out. But I feel like glowy is pretty for Valentine's Day. It's like girly, glowy, angelic, very Victoria's Secret model-esque. That's what we're going for. Last Charlotte Tilbury wand, we're gonna go in with the highlighting one on the high points of our cheeks. And I've been seeing lately, I think it's like Hailey Bieber, where you put like the highlight kind of coming off of your eyelid. And I feel like it's just very pretty and natural. We're just using the same brush pretty much every time to blend this out. I love this It Cosmetics brush. I honestly love all of It Cosmetics brushes. My grandma got me these and slay. I think she gets them off QVC, which is hilarious. Now I'm just gonna go on with some bronzer. And we're gonna put some of this on the lid as well. I like keeping the lid very simple. If you're an eyeshadow girly, feel free to go all out. I used to be like that. The last few years, I just do bronzer in the crease. And I used to do a very glittery, shimmery inner corner, but honestly I've just been using the Givenchy powder to do the inner corner to brighten it all up, and I think it's stunning. For when I'm going out, I will take anything that's a straight edge. This is literally a Labo perfume sample, but I will put it here, and then I will do the shadow on the angled brush just to create that straight edge. And just look at that, I just feel like it really elevates the look. It makes it very more glam. Do the same on the other side. That's a little trick of mine, just to get it like straight edge. Also, before I set my under eyes and go in with powder, I'm going to go in with this powder contour to carve out my nose where we did the cream contour. Starting at the top of the brow bone and then just dragging along the nose. And then we'll clean that up, like I said, with some powder, and then I just like going over top like this. One thing I do for Jake that is like my signature thing and just makes me happy, and I think makes him happy, is every time he has a shoot, I will leave him a note. I will put the date, put the artist, leave him a little note, leave him dinner, leave him snacks. That's like one of my love languages, just like thinking about what he would want before he even knows what he wants. Because after a shoot, like him coming home to a home cooked meal and some snacks and a note, I don't know, it just makes me happy. Charlotte Tilbury powder, put put some on the puff, but before we go in, we were taking this beauty blender to get any of the creases out. We're gonna do this one eye at a time. I'm gonna immediately pick up the puff and just go over. We're still gonna bake, but I like going in first with the Charlotte Tilbury. Whatever's excess, just bring on the smile lines. All right, we're gonna do the same to the other side. Get some powder on the puff, wipe the creases. I used to put a ton of moisturizer on before makeup, and lately I've been doing less, and I found that my makeup just sits nicer. Sometimes less is more, girls. Now I'm gonna take my fave Givenchy powder. This is the Prism Libre. I got this during the Sephora sale, and they only had the mini. So we're gonna get a healthy amount of this on the puff, and I like to see, like, I'm gonna be using this side to draw that line down my nose, so I will dip this side into the powder specifically, like that. And then what I do, you tap it out on your hand, but don't worry, we are going to go back with this powder after, and then you take the rest and just carve out that nose contour while baking under the eye. Powder is insane. It's so stunning and it's so fine. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the Huda beauty powder. I tried it and I thought it was too drying. I love all of your guys' comments as well, so anytime you guys want to comment, if it's nice, please leave the comment. I'm gonna get some more and really focus a lot on that inner corner to brighten it up. As you can see, just with whatever is left, we are going to take it under the eye where we put concealer. I'm gonna take some of that excess and go under the outer edge where we did the line, just to carve that out a little bit and make sure there's no creases, because we did put concealer here as well. And then kind of just follow that natural line. And we're gonna do the same to the other side. Powder focused on the corner that you're gonna be working in. Dab it off on your hand. So pretty, literally so pretty. We haven't been going out at all. Like, we are just such homebodies lately. So I haven't done a full glam like this in forever. So it's kind of being a little bit of a mood booster, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, whatever's excess, you guys know the drill. It just like lifts your face up. One of my favorite parts about Jake's personality, that he is a kid at heart in the best way possible. He's just like a child, but he's successful and mature and intelligent and hardworking. So he has all of the positive qualities of an adult, but he's so young spirited, and it's made me a better person, which I obviously appreciate. He's a leader, but he's humble. He sees everyone as an equal. He'll give the shirt off his back to anyone. He will give as many people as he can opportunities. He's kind, he's caring, he's giving, generous, hardworking. He's just the best. Like, I can go on and on of how incredible he is. I will spare you. You guys get the point. How about some places I want to go with him? The only places we've been together have been LA, Boston, Connecticut, New York. I would love to go to Vegas for a weekend with him. Also, we are going to be going to Arizona next week, which is exciting, with his whole family. Me and him are dying to get to Hawaii. Maybe 2024 will allow us to do so. So we're just gonna let that sit for a bit. We're going to Florida in May, potentially Cabo. I feel like those are like the staples. We don't like the cold weather, so I'm not gonna list off any cold weather spots. Okay, next up, I think we're gonna do some brows. My favorite brow pencil ever, Anastasia Brow. I wanna get a gel. Let me know if you guys have any brow gel recommendations. I used to use the NYX, haven't in years, so let me know. But this pencil is amazing, so maybe their brow gel is amazing. Something I've leaned into over the last year, I would say, is just like being more my authentic self. And like, not even authentic, just like doing whatever I want, what feels right to me in that moment. For a couple years, I was very much like cool girl aesthetic. All of the rings, like the cool hoodies, the cool jewelry, the 8 necklaces, that kind of vibe. I will still go for that at times, like depending on like the outfit and the occasion. But I don't know, something about falling in love, I feel like less is more. I don't know, like I just feel like I'm very much the pretty lip liner, the less makeup, the thinner eyebrows, the more natural, solid color nails, like that kind of thing. And I don't know, I just feel if I wake up tomorrow and decide that's my vibe, then that'll be my vibe. But I kind of went through this transition of like less is more. The timeless look is what I think is the word I'm looking for. That's the first go with the brows, and I'm obsessed. I think they actually look great considering I was chit-chatting half the time. After I do my brows, I always go in with just a plain spoolie to just like make them more natural, not as harsh. It just looks like your brows, but better. This pencil is just insane, like how fine it is and just the way it goes on. I feel like I have so much control and it lasts all day. I'm just gonna take this puff and just drag the powder kind of onto the lid and just up towards the brow a little bit, blending it out, but also like keeping that brightness where I want it. And then I'm just gonna take it again and buff it out along the nose, because I don't want to lose that brightness, but obviously I don't want any harsh lines. That looks so good. This powder is amazing. It's honestly worth it. And the combo with the Charlotte Tilbury, like, it really is great. Actually, I'm gonna do a couple of faux freckles really quick. You guys will see where I place them. Every freckle I put on goes over my natural freckles, just putting that out there. This is my fave freckle. It's like so prominent. Cute, just like that. I'm gonna go in with this Dior palette. My friend Leanne got this for me for my birthday last year, which was so sweet. So I'm gonna go in with these 2 shades, go over the cheekbones. Like, look how pretty. Same to the other side. Then for the nose, I take this tiny little brush and I go in with the lightest shade and I do a little T. One line there, then I just do a line down the center, just like that. This looks kind of harsh right now, but I promise it will blend out. Then I'm just gonna take the pink blush shade and go to the high points of my cheek. Just take whatever's left and just kind of blend out the nose. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes with the Shiseido eyelash curler. What's your favorite thing to do together? Literally just be with Jake. We could be doing anything. We could be getting in the car, going to McDonald's. We could be laying in bed watching a show. He could be playing video games and I could be editing on my computer. But being in his presence is honestly my favorite thing to do with him because he just brings my energy up. He makes me happy, makes me smile, makes me laugh. I'm going in with mascara before curling my other eyelash. I guess we'll do one at a time. This is the Maybelline purple bottle. I love it. I also feel like me and his goals really align. I would say that I've never also met someone that truly aligns with me so well. Like our goals very much are on the same wavelength and just match perfectly with each other's. Like exceeds even what I could have imagined. Like for myself, like he pushes me to like dream bigger and work harder and like set even more goals. We also both are into manifesting. I would say I'm probably a little more woo-woo when it comes to it. Speaking what we want into existence, I've seen firsthand Jake do that and it never ceases to impress me. That's a very light layer of mascara. Let's do the other side and then we'll add a second layer to them both. What tasks should you divide? Like I said, I handle a lot of the home stuff and like Jake will take me out and treat me that way. But whenever I need help with things and I ask him to do it, he does it and I'm so thankful for that. So like the other day I was like juggling a million things. I was cooking, I was cleaning, I was whatever, doing laundry. And I'm like, can you just vacuum for me please? Like I want to cook dinner for everyone, but like I'm just doing a million things. Like, do you mind just taking the vacuum and like finishing over here? I already did half the house. And he did. And I'm thankful for it. And with men, what I've learned is you do have to ask for what you need when it comes to things that they don't think of. They don't think that the bed sheets need to be washed, but they do. If they don't think of it, like they're obviously not going to do it. You'd be like, hey, can you take your pillowcases off and strip the bed so I could wash the sheets? Like you have to ask for stuff like that they don't think of. When it comes to like Valentine's Day, let them prove to you how much they love you with the freaking roses and the love letters and the little gifts or whatever it is or the date. As it comes to like everyday tasks, you have to ask for it. They're not going to know to steam the curtains. I'm just going in with, I think this is L'Oreal. This one's kind of dry, but I don't want to do too much mascara. I also used to freaking smack the mascara on insane amount, which made my lashes look sick. But I think we're going for a more like dainty, glammy, sultry, not in your face lash look. Speaking of laundry, mine's dinging right now if you could hear that. Another tip in your relationship is if you feel a certain type of way, like once the trust is broken, I think trust is going to be broken forever. My advice would be just to move on and find what's meant for you, because if someone's meant for you, I don't think they're going to break your trust or make you feel any type of way. Obviously, I'm thankful to not be in that situation. Just like a rule of thumb, I feel like a lot of people feel stuck or confused or like don't know how to get out of a relationship. Also, everything online isn't as it seems. We have our fights, we have our issues. Every single couple in the world does. Don't think that just because stuff online looks perfect and amazing and glamorous. Like trust me, like only focus on your relationship. Don't compare yourself to anyone else or anything else. Really, I'm getting a little bit of mascara on my eyelids. I'll show you guys a little hack to get it off easily though. Kind of looks like a wing. Any mascara that we got on our lids, which is kind of a lot, let it dry for a minute. I'm gonna do my lips and then I'll come back to that to clean it up. You guys probably already know this, but my everyday lip liner is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I went to Sephora last week and I tried a few different shades out, but it was so busy, like I couldn't focus and the line was so long. So I just like tested a bunch out, but I want to go back and pick up some new shades because Pillow Talk is amazing, but I kind of want a darker one. So the darker one that I do use is this Maybelline Color Sensational lip liner, but I think the Charlotte Tilbury is just like a little bit better quality. But I'm gonna go over my lips right now with this darker one just to deepen it up. Ken's Nation always talks while she does her lips and it impresses me every single time. I don't know how she does it. Like I'm trying to do it, it's not working. I like the lighter for the daytime, but like a going out lip, I really like a darker lip and this is like perfect. That is with the liner. I'm gonna go in with this lip gloss and you guys are gonna make fun of me, but first of all, sticky gloss girl till I die. I'm absolutely obsessed. My friend's little sister Ava, she wore this on her lips probably 5 years ago and it was the MAC lip gloss in Angel and it was sold out, or they didn't sell it anymore. Couldn't find it anywhere. I literally bought this off eBay and I still have it. But I rediscovered it 3 days ago and I've been wearing it ever since. So sticky, so good. Sticky gloss will stay on all day long, so don't at me with that. And this is obviously really pink and light, so it balances out the dark liner. I think that is such a pretty lip, and I don't even think the camera is picking up on how stunning that looks. Before I forget, because there's been times where I have forgotten, we need to wipe away this mascara. Just take a spoolie, and once it dries, it literally just flakes off like so easily. Guys, that is the look. I think it's so pretty, so sultry for date night. I think it's a perfect little Valentine's Day look if you wanted to spice it up with a little mini wing or like some pink shadow or a little more blush. Glowy, pretty. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Valentine's Day Get Ready With Me. Let me know your guys' plans in the comments. I can't wait to hear what you guys are up to and let me know what other kind of videos you guys want to see from me. But happy Valentine's Day. Hope you guys have an incredible day with your significant other or your girls or whoever it is, your mom, dad, family. Just enjoy the day because why not? It's a holiday and it's worth enjoying. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.
Just wanna feel something like